Okay. Woohoo! Hello, everyone. It's good to be here. It's good to be here. Oh, all right. So we've got Joan joining us from Mexico, and we've got Terry, who's here with us, of course, from Washington, and both of us are suffering with the awful smoke in the air from the 66 fires that we have up on the border. And we have wonderful Mark from Kentucky. And we have Thayer from New Mexico. Glad you're all here. Thank you.
Yeah. All mixed around.
All mixed around. Anybody got anything they want to share or say before we start doing some readings today?
Well, what fires are you talking about on the Canadian border?
There's 66 different fires.
Oh, for God's sake.
And we've had, how long has it been, Terry, for the air quality? It's been like a month, hasn't it?
Oh, at least a month back again. I thought, here, I've got a cold. And then I realized it's not that, it's the smoke. And in fact, yesterday and today on my patio, I actually found ash from the smoke on it. It's
crazy.
So you can't even look.
Up.
Yeah, her internet does this to her. There we go.
Street without seeing that there's smoke. Yeah, lots of smoke.
Lots of smoke, and it's worse up that way. She lives like further up north than I do, but where my husband is, it's really bad. And of course, it's worse up on. I would say the name of it is a place, Blaine, Washington, which is right on the border. So it's probably really bad there too.
Yeah.
Wow, we got lots of folks here. I guess we're going to say hello, everybody. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Wiki. Yeah, rain tomorrow here. Lady Saul's here. Lady Silver's here. Ashley, Holly, Deb, Psychic Dummy, Karen, Gina, G Covington. Oh my goodness, we have a great group of folks here. Just a great group. Wiki, Ivana. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming to be with us. Wonderful. Pierrette. Who else is here? Okay, I think I got everybody. If I didn't get you, I apologize. Hi, Tana. I see you. All right.
Hi, Gerald.
Yes, Gerald's here.
Oh,
hi, Gerald.
Stash.
Yes. And he would go thump if he was here with his fan. Yes. We're glad you're here, Gerald.
Yep. It snowed here in Kentucky 2 days ago, and that's the earliest it snowed here since several years before I was born.
Wow.
Holy moly. Wow.
So it was like way back like around 1950 or something was the last time it snowed that early. And it was just that one time ever.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
How much did it snow?
Just a little, and it was in the early morning. I wouldn't have known it, but my sister went to work, and she said it snowed on her the whole. She's the one that told me that it snowed. When I got up, it was wet, but I didn't know it had been snow. I thought it was just rain.
Yeah. Sometimes it was when I was living in Louisville, there was some slush that used to come up with maybe some sleety rain, but it gets really cold there. It still gets cold.
Oh, nip, nip, nip.
Nippy, nip, nip. Yeah. Hi, Viviani. Hi, Lise. Who else? Lady Soul. Okay. Mama Bear. Woo, everybody's here. Yay, let's party. Woo. Wanted to mention to everybody that about an hour after the show ends, which is about 4:30 Pacific, so that would be 7:30 Eastern time, I have a wonderful lady coming on. Her name is Dina, and she is a light language singer, and she does healing with light language. And she's actually Flora DeCastri's daughter, who is in our, she's one of the subscribers, and she's just fabulous. And so if you can come by, please do, because I think you'll like it. Yeah. Anyway.
I love light language.
Yeah, I know. I'm very excited. I had to cancel all these people when I had COVID, and so this week I'm making up for it. And So, I've got a lot of folks coming up and coming on.
Yeah, I saw you put up a lot of notices. I noticed them.
I just want to catch up. Yeah.
Well, he's really got them coming this week.
I'm going, coming and going. And plus I got 100 papers to grade right now. 105 papers. Yeah, I know. So anyway, I'll get there. So Mark, when you're busy, remember me.
Yes.
My husband tells me to throw them up in the air, and if they're over here, they're an A, and if they're over here, they're a B. So I don't think they'll be very happy.
I want you to be my teacher. I'm going to make my paper a paper plane.
Yeah. I can shoot it around.
There you go, Allie. Put it in the A section.
Either that, or maybe I should. Have you ever seen the little boy that like is a meme that's on Facebook, and he's sitting with a book in front of him? I think he's either Chinese or Japanese, and he goes like this to the book.
Oh.
And then he turns the page and he does it again.
Oh.
He's scooping up the information and putting it into his brain. That's what how I need to grade.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Me too.
Oh my God. Yes, absolutely. All right. So here we go. Message for Sherry from either her angels or guides, please.
What cards?
I'm seeing a blue car.
Oh.
Blue car. American-made blue car.
Ooh. She's looking for one.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have it fleshed out, but it's there. I saw blue as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm very far from a blue car. I tuned in and right away I saw a symbol. This shows you that I wasn't a very good religious person when I was going to church, but it's not a cross. It sort of looks like a cross, except it's round on top. So it's round on top, goes straight down, and then it has a cross across. Yeah. And then that was the first image. And then there was a monk who had that in his hand, and he was just walking along, like with the old-fashioned hood and sort of the tied at the waist, sort of brown burlap bag kind of robe. And I asked him who he was, and he said he's one of your guides, and that you have been you knew each other in past lives. And I'm still trying to get the message. So if somebody else wants to go, I'll see if I can see what this monk has to say for you.
Cool.
It's going to take me a little while.
I might have to warm up a little.
That's all right, hon.
But this is what I'm hearing. I mean, I'm just asking them to show me through cards for these readings today. But so it's something about money, Sherry H, and it feels like good stuff about money, but I don't know if you're working on your finances or you're looking at some project or something that you're working on. But I do feel like there's an expert or a helper coming in. This is the 3 of coins or disc or monies or whatever. But the fact that I pulled this makes me think maybe you've been looking for some help or for some assistance or something, and they're on their way. And I still feel like it has to do with finances or income, because then I get the 8 of coins. You know, we're really looking at our money situation here. But both of these are positive. So I would think that you're looking at it, but it's getting better. It's going up. Yep.
Excellent.
And the monk was saying blessings to you, and he's leading the way and blessing the path ahead for you, and reminding you that it's not all about the money, that the riches. I don't know, that there are other riches that you can enjoy that, everyone wants to have, and he's blessing the way so that you'll be fine financially, but he's emphasizing the riches that you already have in love and in purpose and in family and in those types of things, and reminding you of lifetimes before when you worked together for spirit, for God. Rich experiences.
Yeah.
Carrie, I don't know if you have a relative that owned like a blue Pontiac, those long cars, the American cars with a white roof. I wore cowboy boots. I see him smoking a long cigarette. It could be an image or, but this male, it's an uncle or a grandfather or somebody in your family is, I'm just hearing steady as she goes, things are going to work out. And the car is definitely, like that light robin's egg blue. I'd say from the 60s, from the 50s or the 60s. Yeah. I don't know if that's a relative of yours or not, but it seems like a male presence, which is very grounding and reassuring.
Huh. Well, I think that's pretty interesting because, she's been looking to try to find the money to get a car. Oh. And that was kind of what you all brought right up. Oh, and right. So that finances is what she needs. And even at some point, I told her to see if she could get a GoFundMe. But, maybe something's coming, Sherry. I wish you well, dear. I hope I think you got the message that you needed to hear today. And I love the monk. That was really cool. That was nice.
Yeah, all right. Coins makes me think, Sherry, that there's a third an outside person that's going to help you. Or something.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I'm getting that too, that there's somebody outside of the family or a friend of the family that's going to help you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I feel like this car the car I'm seeing has been parked in the woods for a very long time.
Oh, okay.
But it's an energy, it's a positive energy to come in and help you. Just keep hanging on.
Okay. Yes, blue is her favorite color, she says. Good. You guys saw blue. Wonderful. All right. So Ivana would love to have a message from her angels and guides. Thank you, Ivana. Ivana does have her own channel. And so you should check her channel out. Sherry has her own channel as well. We've got a lot of people here that have channels, and we thank everybody that's here, and of course our subscribers and our moderators. Thank you very much. All right. Hi, Lauren Hunsinger. Good to see you. Amy Sika. Hey, everybody. Did you hear that Liz Truss stepped down today over in England? Just passing that along. And they don't know what they're going to do. She was the one that took over for Boris Johnson.
He only did it for a minute. Why'd she step aside?
45. I guess the 45 days that she did it, she completely screwed up.
Oh,
so, okay. So she had to step down.
She gave all the very, very rich people huge tax cuts.
Of course.
At a time where energy prices and food prices are going up.
They tanked their economy. Yeah.
And sounds a lot like our country.
Well, she showed her cards too quickly.
Yeah. Yep. But Boris is thinking. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll let you go. I need you to answer the question.
Ivana, when I tuned into you right away, I got a real high vibe feeling, and I saw the sun coming up over horizon, but it was only like peeking up maybe a quarter of the way up. And they were saying that we're recognizing you for always doing your best to seek and maintain that high vibration. And that, like the sun, they're encouraging you to continue to do that, because like the sun, that helps other people too. So they love and appreciate and are saying good work on doing just that. But they're comparing you to when you turn on your vibe, it's great for you, but it's like the sun, and it warms everyone around you and really helps others and that's true of all of us, but they're really calling that out, saying good job and keep it up.
That's a great one.
Well, I hope my internet stays stable for this one. So immediately on my stage, I saw the color gold, like that 1970s, 60s gold. And as I got closer, I thought, oh, this is like velvet. And then I realized, no, it's knitting. And then as I pulled out a little bit, it was Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers in his sweater. And I've never seen Mr. Rogers on my stage before. And he basically is saying kindness and love and the time you take to dispense that and to give it to people is never wrong. It's never a waste of time. Never. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep at it. Don't feel like what you're doing is worthless. I feel like he's saying that because it feels like somebody told you what you're doing is worthless. It's not. It means everything.
Wow.
Beautiful.
And she was just talking about that 70s gold yesterday, she said.
Harvest gold.
I'm going to add to that, where I see a little boy that 6 or 7 years old with short, dark hair. I see a lot of children around you, but a little boy particularly steps out. I don't know whether this is current or in the past, but I'm getting delighted childlike energy, like Mr. Rogers, and the love of children and play. So so I'm getting that whole sort of happy, nurturing, very nurturing image for you, that you're a great nurturer, and whatever you're doing towards children or helping mothers, I see is a great benefit for everybody. That's
great.
Yeah.
That's great. Mark?
Yes, I'm still here.
You got something there?
Yeah, a little bit. I just want to look at one thing here.
Okay.
With glasses. Okay, right. Yeah, I couldn't quite figure out what that last card was telling me. Okay. I don't know you yet, Ivana. You look beautiful, and I'd love to know you. I'm so glad you have the channel. I feel like a little bit, maybe lately or recently, you've been feeling a little bit on the outside, looking in, or maybe not completely embraced or appreciated as much as you might be. So this is the Five of Pentacles. A lot of times that's being left out in the cold, but just a little feeling of, well, what I hear is outside looking in. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. But I feel like the change is coming as far as that goes. And this is the Ace of Cups. But it feels like, appreciation coming, reward, proper acknowledgement, that fulfills you emotionally, makes you feel good. And I feel like that's on the way. And because you put a lot of hard work in, this is the Seven of Pentacles. You've worked hard. Look at all those pentacles.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to lead to more. He's got another one getting ready to put on there. So, it wasn't wasted or anything like that. So I feel like you're about to take off. Here's the the Knight of Swords. So I think you're going to be, it's like a new takeoff, with, with that nice positive Pinnacle knowledge energy. Then the final one was the Eight of Pentacles. So again, getting out of that Five of Pentacle energy and moving more into the Eight, and really about being appreciated for what you do in an outward way, getting the love and appreciation you deserve. I don't know if you feel,
She had someone tell her she might not be on the right path, but she's made that her resolve, because she believes she is. She's not taking that to heart.
Oh, okay.
And I say, God bless you, because we all have had that by somebody, I think, that said, oh, why are you doing that? That's stupid, or whatever it is.
Right.
And it isn't stupid. And we all are behind you, dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Jen's Free. Nice to see you. So you stay on the path there, girlfriend. All right. So Vicky, or Wiki, is back from Egypt, I'm guessing. Welcome back, girl. Is there a message from her guides or her friend Daniel?
She was in Egypt?
She was.
Wow.
I know.
Wiki.
I got a fairy dust card here for you, Wiki.
Yes.
It says turquoise on it. And it says a turquoise crystal is color blue. Its healing magic works on you. So there you go. Just a little bit of fairy dust.
I got a pink heart, and in front of it, it's like on a road sign or something like that. And there's a workman up there, kind of painting over some spots, and that might have been marred a little bit. It's not like a huge, broken heart, like Three of Swords kind of thing, but it's a pink heart with that someone's working on to just touch it up a little bit. So someone is tenderly caring for your heart, and you should too.
Wow. Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm getting a pink, like a rose quartz pink in the shape of a diamond shape, with two spheres. Today I'm practicing on seeing through my third eye. And I just see that as like maybe a star or something above somebody's head. But the pink sounds right to me. And to me, that's love and tenderness and sort of like a healing type of color. It's not a vibrant pink. It's like a soft rose quartz type of pink. And I'm feeling a golf clap. The little.
Yes, you're doing well.
Good job.
Good job.
So I'm going to need help deciphering this from Thayer or Mark, because tarot cards are not my strength, but I keep they're showing me the Three of Pentacles morphing into the Five of Pentacles, and I really don't know what that means. But isn't Pentacles
is a triangle? It's stability, and he's hanging on.
Okay.
Five of Pentacles.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it morphs to five.
And both of those are odd numbers. They're sort of like prime numbers. They're
that's true.
They're not even, but
right.
The three is a very stable. It's sort of like the diamond,
like the pyramid,
like the pyramid.
Yeah.
The pyramid. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and when it turns into, so it has that nice little pyramid, and then the five on top looks very stable, or like a crown.
Oh, the three of Pentacles is work and planning, and the five is they're walking outside of the church. They're sort of homeless. What do you read with that, Mark?
Well, usually with the Three of Pentacles, I would say either, a lot of times for me when I get that, it's either someone coming to you for your expertise or what you know and seeking
Right.
you out for your assistance, or you going to someone else for that.
Right.
And sort of, but it's working together with some, it's more than just you. You're working with someone else, or it could be two other people.
Yeah.
And that card is usually these two are coming for advice or assistance from the person who knows everything. And then the Five of Pentacles, though, is weird because, it can be poverty. You're depending on others, and they're like in that one card, they're right there in the church, but you don't go in for the help, so you're just out there cold and alone. So those are interesting to get together, I think.
Yeah, but I'm seeing it as she's taking a different path. She's met with the Three of Pentacles. She's had a meeting. She's had a planning, a knowledge, and because of that knowledge, she's taking a different path, which has her seeing. The card shows that you're outside the church. You're sort of outside, which is right because you're going outside the norm. You might feel alone or isolated in your beliefs and in your path, but I would say stick to it. That's how I'm reading it anyway.
Thank you for that help, because I do want to say that around this message, I feel a lot of love and support. A lot. It doesn't feel scary in any way whatsoever. Thank you for the help.
Yeah. Well, Wiki, is your friend Daniel, is he passed?
Yes.
Do you know, Allie?
Yes, he has. Yes.
Okay. Because I feel like he's the one that wanted to do this message rather than spirit guides.
Okay.
It feels like it was Daniel. But, I got the Five of Pentacles first. Very. And then this one, though, because I feel like he wanted me to use this space deck, and that's why I thought, he must have passed, because he's like from that. But in this Five of Disc, they're little Earths, but it's the same Five of Disc like you had, Terry. But in this, I feel like it's him on the outside looking in. So this message is him watching over you, and I feel like he does watch over you. He's up there in space, looking down on you. Now, I got the Tower, and it's from him. I feel like he's saying things are going to fall because it's necessary, and not to be don't take it too seriously. There may be a little something that seems unexpected and something you weren't quite thinking about. But he says, don't worry, it looks like that, but it really isn't. It's really more of realizing your dreams and your wishes. So I think it's like, it will look like, I don't want to do that. But in the end, it's fine. That's what I feel like he's saying. And then I switched cards, but I also feel like he wants to communicate with you, if you're not already. So this is the moon. So today, that moon these are Halloween cards, so they all look horrifying and everything. But this one is, for me, it's about that inner communication, that, your intuition, your clairvoyance and that kind of thing. So he says, don't forget that we can communicate that way. And he's right there watching over you right at home. So he knows what's going on with you. This is the Four of Wands. And he's there watching you. He also thinks he wanted me to show this one last because that's where this all ends up. Even if something looks a little towery, it's about more happiness, more joy at home. It's all to work out to the good.
Okay. Excellent.
Oh, you call
That's
him
really,
when you were trying.
Yeah. He must have been going with you then, right? I was getting that feeling, Mark, when you were talking, that he was with her and went through all, through all the experiences. Yeah. Awesome. Well, that's wonderful. Thanks, Wiki. I'm glad you're back home safely and that you had a really good time. That's great. G Covington is a little worried about a new job because the one she has is pretty toxic.
Is there a new job coming? G Covington. First of all, I'm going to do pendulum.
You know, I can feel the toxicity of your job. I can feel that kind of queasy, uneasy feeling that you have when you go there, which is, you know, not good for anybody. You know, that sort of sick to your stomach kind of feeling. I always get the fishing rod of start planning your way out. I don't know whether you have or not, but I think if you start looking, you'll pick something up. Yeah. But this job is definitely not in your vibe anymore. But I'm getting the message that the universe will have the job out there, but we have to do the legwork to get it. And I think if you keep looking and keep searching, you will find another job.
Mine's real quick. I tuned in and I saw a tornado, and the good thing about tornadoes is that you know that they're coming. You get a warning, unlike an earthquake that just happens, and there's some time to prepare. So now's the time to prepare. It's like, take cover, do what you're doing, and look for more. Start applying. Use all your spiritual skills that I know you have to manifest the right thing at the right time, and manage your vibe as far as there's let's face it, there's nothing worse than looking for a job and not getting the ups and downs and ins and outs of it, but just let yourself feel whatever you need to feel and then say, okay, I'm back on track and I'm going to get this new job, whatever it is. Because, you don't want to be there when the tornado hits.
And I go for a smaller, more intimate, smaller, I don't know what you do for work, but I'm getting not such a big corporate thing, for a smaller group of people to work with.
And I'm getting, my message is kind of longer, but it's really the same thing. Go ahead and start looking for a job. They are going to provide for you. What they were showing me, I'll try to make it quick, is a crumb kraka iron that you make these Swedish cookies out of, and it has a lot of hearts in this, a lot of hearts. And they're showing me that, yes, it's very hot for you right now, very, very hot. But you make the cookie, and then you burn your fingers taking it off and rolling it into a cone, but the cone becomes a cornucopia. And blessings will fall out. So I think that everybody's right. You're destined for a better job than that.
Yep. Did you go, Joan?
Yep, I did.
Oh, I don't know. I was busy reading. I don't remember. Well, first of all, I did my pendulum and it said, yes, there's another job coming. And then I heard just about everything that Thayer said in my head while the pendulum was going. About all that she kind of told you. It's there, but you're going to have to take little steps. And then you said you've been looking. So all that's great. But I also get that job should be in the past. It's time for it to go on. 6 of Cups. It's like, no longer suiting you. We can move past that. And it's time. Also, they're just reminding you to don't forget, I got the High Priestess. Don't forget to use your connection to your spirit in this pursuit and in this manifestation process. Keep that, tell God or whatever you call that. This is what we're looking for. I need it sooner than later. These are the kind of things that are important to me in a new job. And, what's the most important? Like you say, you don't want this toxicity. So, of course, you're not looking for more of that. And just get really kind of clear in your what is it? Your intention and what you want, but don't leave them out. Always include this. It makes, I know just my own personal experience, makes all the difference. And in looking for a job or a house or something like that, I just can't tell you guys that enough. Because if you include that, you'll pretty soon be on the seat of your new job. This is King of Pentacles. But I think you can move pretty quickly. Just have faith, keep focused, and things will go on, because then we get the Three of Wands. So here you are waiting for your ship to come in. There you stand looking, waiting, and Ace of Swords. Aha! I got it. This is a nice positive yes, it's coming. So
and go for the job that you want. Go for the dream job. Just do it. Even if you think, nah, I'm not going to get it or whatever, I'd go for it, because you might be surprised what happens.
Good luck, G Covington.
Keep us posted.
Keep us posted. Let us know how that works.
Yeah, we want to know how it goes.
All right. So, Mark, you probably can help Karen the best here, but others, of course, are welcome to say whatever. But her oldest cat, I'm sorry, your cat died, dear. Anybody could connect to him named Bear. That would be awesome for Karen. Sorry, dear.
2 days ago. Okay, Karen. Let me see here.
I'm seeing a tuxedo cat, but I don't think it's the cat that's passed. There's got a tuxedo cat that's missing, Bear.
Where's my kitty cat cards? Oh.
My throat chakra just lit up, and it seems to be saying that, don't worry, we'll stay in communication.
Wow.
I feel like you kind of passed fairly peacefully, all things considered, and it was like he was ready, I think, for transition, and just he was kind of ready to go for it. It's a little quick right now for me to get a lot of message from him, because I feel like he's still in that process a little bit right now.
Transition. Yeah.
But the one thing he gets is, don't worry, it was okay. It was my time. The timing was actually right, and I feel like it was if it's different, let me know, Karen, but I feel like it was a fairly peaceful passing. Okay. I stayed awake until he died. Yeah. So he passed at home. Yeah. So I don't, and I feel like you honored that and all of that. And he's aware of that. He still kind of feels your energy with him as if he was still in the body. So I think he's still he's still going through that process. So you get a little bit clearer message from him in a day or so. But I know that message will be, he felt really loved and well cared for by you. And he also, he likes some of the other energies that are at your house, that he's, yes, Karen, that's what I do too. He, like the other if there's other animals, I think he's also thinking about them a little bit. But I feel like it was about as good as it could get, really, as far as his life and his passing. A passing's a passing, and it's always that. But this was fairly right in line with his soul, and he liked it. And now he's kind of going up the mountain, climbing up there. So this card kind of tells me he's still in the process. This little kitty, he's on a mountaintop holding it. He's not quite at the top, but he's hanging on. So I think he's still in the process right now.
I keep getting the message. There's another one of your cats that really misses him.
Oh,
Bear.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Another cat that is really sort of missing him and wondering where he is. I feel like Bear was a brown tiger kind of cat, but this cat is black and white or has solid colors, and he's bereft and feeling a little lost. So my energy is directing towards comforting this cat that's left behind.
oh.
I don't know if
Thanks, Karen. We're sorry for your loss.
She only has 10 left, so you know.
I know, but each one is so individual and so it's really hard. Yeah.
I'm just laughing that she has 10 cats.
I know it.
I don't have
Kelly should be jealous. She has a dozen cats for me, and she has 3 cats. And Karen had 11. Wow. All right. The next one I get is from Holly Turley, coming over from Facebook. Do you have a message from her guides?
Holly.
Your mother passed, Holly. I feel like there's a female on your mother's side in spirit. Something about doing your homework or working, learning or going to school or finishing some study that's up, and then things are going to look a lot better for you. That you're going through some sort of educational process, and then once that happens, things are going to fall in place for you, and your life will start moving forward in a more of a better way. Okay.
Her mother's mother's on the other side and raised her for 10 years. It's probably her.
She's right. Yeah, no, I'm feeling like she's right above you. She's all the time. I'm seeing some gray hair, and she's saying, keep moving forward with your studies and what you're doing, and things are going to fall into place for you. And that she's hasn't gone anywhere. Which one? Mother or grandmother? I'm just seeing a female, a loving female on your mom's side.
Studies.
Are you going to school to be a nurse?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's. I'm seeing you caring for other people.
So they're showing me something pretty. It doesn't seem to be too long. For some reason they showed me 3 long, skinny orange peppers on the stage, hot peppers, and I'm like, what's the hot peppers? I mean, there's 3 of them, and they said, well, we could have put sparklers here, 3 sparklers. So so it's kind of unusual. They're saying you have 3 paths, 3 choices. None of them are wrong. each choice is just fine. So don't let yourself worry about if you make the wrong choice. You can't make the wrong choice, but there's 3 choices. They're all really good. They're all really hot, obviously, because the whole imagery is hot. So
hot.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I got, like Terry, I got something that didn't make at least to me, it didn't make a lot of sense right away. Just an image of feet dancing on stage. And it was like an old timey woman dancing and kind of lifting up her long skirt so you could see her shoes. And her shoes were kind of like, they were really big and sort of clodhoppery things. They're just big, thick shoes and not, ballet slippers or high heels or anything like that. But she was dancing and dancing, and you backed up and saw that, no, she was on stage, and it was sort of like vaudeville, sort of real broad song and dance type of thing. And it's like, okay, what does this mean? And finally it started, it started saying, kick up your heels. Don't mind what, that the joy behind this overtakes whatever the situation, the specifics, like the shoes of the situation is, and that joy is a solid foundation, no matter what the steps are, and no matter what kind of shoes you are. The joy that it was inspiring this woman to be dancing in her old funky shoes made it all just really beautiful. So whatever your choices are, whatever it is that you're pursuing, follow your bliss, follow your joy, and that'll make the circumstances turn out right, even though they might not look like the perfect shoes or the perfect situation for this dance that you're doing.
Wow. Excellent.
Okay. Boy. Good. Anyway, okay. First of all, I get 4 wands, which, home, family, but this also, I don't know, you got a new boyfriend or a new husband, because it could be that. It could also be like marriage or a baby. Ugh. All that kind of stuff. But somehow this does seem to be talking about relationship and home, or your like a partner kind of a thing. And I don't always get that from this card, but for some reason it's saying it this time. And now for the 3rd time, I get the 5 of coins again. With another deck. And so I'm beginning to think that we're also talking about us all as a group, that we're all kind of dealing with financial stuff right now. And, I just got back from the grocery and I had a little cussing fit afterwards because everything's so expensive. And, it's like I almost spent an extra $100 to get the same thing I always get or whatever. It's
right.
So I don't know. You might be also having a little bit of financial juggling going on and balancing, but I feel like there's some coming in for you to help, a helpful hand coming in to help you balance with finances. Maybe that has to do with school too. But I'm hearing to go ahead and make that decision about what you want to do. This is the Knight of Coins. But if you make that decision, okay, my daughter's dad passed. Okay. Because you were talking about, I didn't want to go to school for technology, but now I'm looking at metaphysical hypnosis. Yeah, well, good. And make that decision. And with that, you'll start forward movement again towards a career or, earthly money. And then that will help your ship come in.
Oh, wow.
So I think it's telling you to go ahead and trust your instinct on that. About, I think I was going to stop doing this and moving on. So I think they're just agreeing with you.
Wow.
And your grandmother is always there if you need to ask her any questions. She hasn't gone anywhere.
Excellent. All right, guys, we only have about 10 minutes and we'll be up at an hour. But I'm going to pick some folks that we've never read for, and we'll try to get to the others. But let's see what we can do here. So Amy Sika wonders if we have a message from her spirit guides.
The door is unlocked. Open it and walk through. All I'm seeing is just don't hesitate. There's a door in front of you. You might feel like it's a barrier, but it's unlocked. You can just open it and walk right through to the next phase of your life. So just don't hesitate.
There you go.
And they showed me a huge stormy ocean, just huge waves, a really a big storm. And you're standing there watching it, but it's not touching you at all. So I think they're just saying, even if there's a big kerfuffle, a big thing happening in your life, don't worry about it. It's not going to touch you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sort of getting that. I see a male figure, either a father or grandfather, but a very strong male lineage that has a very strong line to you energetically. And you kind of are sort of like that line is keeping you from chaos that Terry referred to as the storm. Be true to yourself. Be who you are. And this is coming from this male fatherly voice. I'm seeing a very rich brown, sort of woody, very earthy type of voice saying, be true to yourself always. And, you can't go wrong from there. But I'm just feeling a lot of love from this person. It could be a person or a spirit, but a lot of love. And again, that rope that's going to keep you from the storm, from the chaos.
Okay, I changed cards so I can try to do a little bit faster than the throw. So I went to Oracle cards. I'm getting, here we go. Thank you. Oops, I froze. And it's the perfect time. We're moving into the second month of autumn. And that, for me, and with Pan, that's the gratitude month. That's the giving thanks month. That's the focus on gratitude and Thanksgiving. And it says, live in gratitude. So it's probably for all of us, but also for you to don't forget that. And, really take a little time. Like at Thanksgiving meal, it's about giving thanks, but take a little time with yourself to maybe list the things you're grateful for or go over that. But I feel like they want you to kind of do a gratitude list or something because it says, plan it, do it. So, really, don't just say it, actually do your own little special, ritual or something about gratitude, I feel like.
Perfect. Yeah. I did that. I remember I did that a few years ago on Facebook. Every day I listed something I was grateful for the 30 days of November. But yeah.
Yep.
Wonderful. All right. Thank you, Amy. This is coming over from Facebook. Oh, maybe not from Facebook, actually. No, Riff Raffray wonders if they may have a message.
Man, I guess that's a rock and roll name, if you ask me. Riff Raffray, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. I gave her that name.
You did?
Well, because she was Ray, but I jokingly called my viewers Riff Raff, and so then she changed her name. She says, I want to be the #1 Riff Rapper. And so
I love it.
Her screen name to Riff Rapper.
Perfect. Oh, that is so funny.
See, Mark inspired my
name. Oh. Well, we're glad you're here, Riff Raffray.
Yeah. What's happening for Ray?
I'm hearing fire, like in a song, like very passionate, very quick moving. That you're something. I'm just seeing like a lot of movement in a very fast way.
Uh-huh.
And I'm hearing go for it.
Cool.
That's very vague, but let me see if I can get something else.
Well, Riff Raffray, I hope this makes sense to you, but right away on my stage, they showed me a clown. It was dressed in white with black buttons that are kind of like pom-poms, and it's really a wooden clown, like a wooden doll. It's very tall, and but they're backing it up because it doesn't look very scary to me, but you have a clown in your life, a clown that's annoying you. And the clown is kicking up butt and making problems for you, but they are showing me that if you just take your finger and poke it, it falls over. There's no stability behind the clown. So don't be afraid. They're just saying, don't be afraid of that clown.
Okay. It's just a mirage. Maybe.
Yeah. You just stand in your own power.
Well, I put up this one, but she said that she had a bit of a day and doesn't know whether to continue the fight. And I think all of us are actually, dealing with our own little issues. There's lots of really crazy energies out there. So, you poked the clown earlier today? Okay.
It's funny when
good for you.
Good. Excuse me, were you finished?
I am.
Oh
yeah.
When Thayer said fire, I had just seen a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
So kind of the same thing. And
Ooh,
it was
yeah.
a big like
a match strike. Yeah.
Yeah, like a big thing, sort of a bolt out of the blue, although it was black in what I saw. So it's something quick and showing change, something to get your attention. Yeah, it was pretty much an attention getting thing. Like, okay, this is to help you focus on whatever it is you need to do. But there was something that happened that, it sounds like you poked the clown, and that might have been the lightning bolt that kind of got your attention.
Okay.
Yeah, and the old poking the clown today that happened. I don't know. I'm getting kind of what Joan was just saying, that, oh, lucky you, that there was an opportunity to poke the clown, and that actually that works in your favor, whatever it was that happened today, that it was, it's actually a positive thing. Because then your next card says, go for it. You are supported. So trust in yourself more than whatever it was that went on. And then I'm just going to read these two for you because they seem perfect for right now. If you keep worrying about the past, you can't enjoy the now. So I think they're just telling you trust in yourself, not this event. And then it says, remind yourself that the cocoon years are over. You are now a great, big, beautiful butterfly. So spirit's on your side in this, whatever it was. So good.
Obviously more evolved. Good work.
Yes. Yeah, good work is right.
Keep going, Riff Raff Ray. Don't give up.
That's right.
Oh, you needed me there with you, Riff Raff.
I know.
Let them the riot act.
All right. Gina has a question about how to clear unhelpful ancestral patterns. That's a great question.
It's a big one.
It is a big one.
I've spent many years clearing unhelpful ancestor patterns. And it's you have to peel off layers one at a time and find a good healer, therapist, or energy worker that you feel comfortable with. And you've got to kind of dig in and start working. But it can be done. For me, it took a commitment and, one thing at a time, and me wanting to do it. These things are not done. For me, it was not done instantly. I've been clearing old patterns and past lives and things like that. It's a process and it's worth doing. My personal feeling is we are all here to make a positive out of a negative experience, and to find a good helper is the most important thing. To find somebody that you trust and that you can work with. And then, I had tremendous amount of healing doing that. I worked at it for 10 years. So,
Wow.
yeah. Then I had channel. It was a channel. I had a woman that I channeled with once a month. It was like going to spiritual therapy. And it was very useful. I mean, that's how I did it. Everybody's got different patterns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Gina. Hi, Gina. I know that you know me and you know my channel. Now, if you go on there and you look in the pan videos, you know, we have that pattern removal exercise on there. And it's kind of simple. It really works really well. You know, it's the one where we toss them into that big pot of boiling liquid, and we use all 4 elements and all that. So you might go back and look at that again and go through it. You know, he's pretty clear on it. So I would suggest that. And I've done that quite a few times. And it's amazing. For one thing, spirit tells you what to throw in the pot because it just kind of comes up naturally and you dissipate it and let it go. And it's amazing how good that works. But then I pull 2 cards and it says, when I'm ready, I will. And that means you will be able to release those. It's not as hard as you might think. And you will. Then you get, I am free. So that'll be something you'll be able to do.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Mark. Mark's channel, Spirit Whisperer. By the way, everybody's information is down below. Yeah. Go ahead, Terry. I'm sorry.
Well, I said that to her because she's my she helps me moderate on my channel. So I just knew she would, know.
Yeah. But I think it was great that all of us could go back to your channel and do that. So I like that you brought that up. Thank you.
It's in the list, and it's a channel.
It's in your list.
It's a channel thing. Dwell Cool was the first one I ever did that with. And he's the one that I first did those pattern removal exercises with. Anyway.
Okay. Thanks for sharing, Mark.
Yep.
And thanks for the question.
Everybody will have a different, you'll be guided. If once you ask, you'll be guided to the right way to do it for you.
Right.
Absolutely.
If you want to do it, it will appear.
Okay. Joan or Terry? Anything?
All I got was kind of a real world thing. It was brought to mind a friend, actually someone Terry and I know in common, who talked about dealing with some of her issues and being upset because it took a long time and she was still talking about the same thing over and over and over. And the person she was working with said, think of it as, the Nautilus shell, the Fibonacci sequence. Yes, you're talking about these things, but each time you're seeing it from a different perspective, a different place on the spiral. So I thought that was great wisdom. So even if you're dealing with things and it feels like, I'm not getting anywhere because I'm still angry with my dad or my grandfather or whatever, but with each go round, you are at a different place and you are growing and you are progressing. So hold to that.
Excellent.
It's evolutionary. My personal feeling is we all are in an evolutionary process, whether it be physically, spiritually, or emotionally. And it's the evolution, it's the change of going from one situation to another and making it better. So, and a lot of times we will be given a certain issue or pain to help us do that. Everybody's doing it in one way or another.
Okay. I'm going to move on because we got 3 more people to finish up here. I have Mama Bear, and then Tana. We're going to be doing she would like a time frame, so we'll do some pendulum, and then Lady Soul has a question, and we're done for the day. So is this Serena? She wonders if she should practice clairvoyance.
I get that is something that you're capable of doing. You have that potential. And if you have a hard time visualizing, start with something really simple, like picturing a bluebird or a cardinal or a apple or something like that. And then start to try to sense all the different aspects of it. But yeah, I'd say go.
Yeah, I got my message is virtually exactly like Joan's, only they were kind of showing me that you could visualize a color and then visualize bringing the color into you and turning yourself that color and then putting the color out. And yeah.
I'm hearing practice, practice, practice. The more you do it, the more you're going to understand yourself in relationship to it. To get a group of friends that have the same proclivity, and practice and have fun with it. And windows will open up that you'll be more confident and you'll understand more of who you are. And then more things will open for you. I'm seeing you having a lot of fun with this.
Good.
Yeah. Well, I just hear that that's a little limited. That, yeah, pursue that, and that's great. But I'm going to say you're going to be a little more than clairvoyant. It's not just about seeing, because you have an abundance of gifts. Abundance comes up.
Wow. There you go.
And I heard that the first second was like, oh, don't limit yourself just to clairvoyance, you know. Not that you would, but that's what they were saying right away. But then I get communication card. Now this guy here, he's communicating with the butterfly, and he might be using clairvoyance, but in this, I think he might be using clairaudience because he's listening to the butterfly talk. But again, it's communication right online. And then this last one's diva. But I like it because look at that third eye, how it's all crystals and the going. And that's what you use to do any of those clairs. And that certainly seems to be talking about clairvoyance. This is like seeing with the third eye. So, yes.
Yes. Yep, we think you're psychic too, Mama Bear. Absolutely. Good luck with it. Just take your time.
Have fun with your daughter.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So Tana is trying to manifest a partner and has been told the partner's there for her. And so this is the pendulum one I was telling you. She's looking for a time frame, and we know time frames are really hard to decide, but we could look with a pendulum and see what kind of consensus we might come up with here. So let's start with maybe before the end of the year.
Summer. I'm getting summer.
Okay. First quarter.
I get second quarter. January, March,
Okay.
April, May,
Maybe
June.
they'll need. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting late spring, early summer.
Yeah, I got that too.
Yeah.
He's going to be out tanning on the beach.
There you go. Well, by the summer too, it's easier to meet folks outside, especially here in Washington. She lives in Washington State too, so.
Yeah,
good luck.
Went yes on summer.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I think we got a consensus.
Hiking.
Summertime. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
definitely next year. So
great.
Excellent. All right, we got one more here. Lady Soul has her own channel here. She's going to be on with me again on Saturday night, by the way. So you'll have to come by and see. And Juno will be with me tomorrow. So she would just like some guidance on this business that she's doing. She wonders if it will take off, or does she need to watch out for anything?
You know, Lady Soul, remember you asked a question of the psychic down in Maui, and the answer I always get for you is you already know. And the reason that these questions come up to that you already know, and knowing and asking yourself is going to build confidence and belief in self. But you already know, and everybody is there to support you. And I apologize if this sounds harsh, but it's sort of like I was sailing with my dad in Maine, and I wanted to go visit a friend on an island. And he just put me in a little boat with an engine and said, go that way, where you jump in and rely on self, the reliance of self. And I think that's why the psychic from Maui didn't answer, because it's all about connecting and having confidence in self. So I apologize if that sounds harsh. But that's what I'm hearing very loud and clear. You're very well capable.
Yeah, you're very connected.
You're very connected and you're very capable. And we love you and we want to help you, but
believe in yourself. Yeah, don't let those people get in your way.
I agree. Yeah.
I got a big swing yes about whether whether this is going to take off. And if there was anything that's going to get in your way, I saw a sundial, which I think meant timing. So just, consider.
Takes a while.
The timing. And then also I saw, it was a confusing image I won't go into, but it pretty much meant looking outward. Consider the market, consider what people are interested in, or what the potential prospects for whomever is going to be buying your business or supporting your business. Consider what is it that they want. So think about yourself and what you need, but you gotta kind of understand the market too.
And I almost get it's not opposite of what Thayer said, but I'm hearing that yes, your business is going to be positively received. You might have to have a part-time job for a little while to kind of keep things hearth and home together. But that I got the thing that rely on your friends a little bit more. I instead of rely only on yourself, rely on your friends like us too. That's what I got.
Yeah, I feel like that. It'll be a little slow to start, but not super slow, just a normal amount, because you got to build the foundation first. So I got the 4 pentacles, and but this to me is really speaking to me with the 4 energy and building a nice firm foundation as you move forward. So that's kind of where you are now, is getting the groundwork and all that formed. But you will be moving into a new experience, a new project. You're on your way. There you go. Leaving this behind and moving forward to the next one, which is your new thing. And it will be positive. It is a go. Ace of Wands. You were inspired to start it in the first place.
Yeah.
Which is why you did. And that was I would say an inspiration from spirit. And
Absolutely.
in the end, you'll be successful. Here you are, 6 of Wands. Wands again.
Yeah.
Coming in, to be
with the victory wreath,
because you were a winner there.
Wow.
Don't put any time. I'm sorry, guys, but in your first question, I didn't like that part about. Or will somebody? I don't know. There was the way you worded it. I just say don't put any time into that. Or do I need to watch out? I just don't like that. Watch out is that there's something trying to get you, because don't put a lot of energy into that.
There you go.
Just focus on moving forward, and don't give them any.
The rest. Yeah.
Have faith in your guidance.
Yep.
And what you're inspired to do. And the stronger and more confident you get in yourself, the less people will come to try to feed off of you and get in your way.
Thanks so much, everybody, for being here today. We love you and your questions. I'm sorry we couldn't take some of them, but we're over by 15 minutes. but we hopefully gave you some messages that you can use. I'm going to be back probably in about 45 minutes with Dina, who is a light language singer, and she's going to do healing for the people in the chat. And so come on back and say hello. And thank you to my wonderful mediums. Thank you for all the work you do and the dedication that you have. All their information is in the information on this video. Please go and sign up for their channels and like and subscribe to them, because they are fantastic. Thank you very much. And Thayer's email is there if you would like to talk with Thayer. So thank you, everybody.
Psychic paintings.
Psychic paintings.
Yeah.
Yes. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.